Welcome to another episode of Big Lee's Corner. Alright, this time around making my predictions for WWE WrestleMania 35. Alright, first of all, it's a dark match. I'm not sure if it's a dark match or not. The Revival with Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, the tag team champions, versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins 0-270. And I'm going to say he's going to break that streak by getting the pin and winning the tag team belts for he and Ryder. The Edgeheads, the Major Brothers, the Broskis, going to be tag team champions for the first time in 11 years. Match 15. Anyway, kind of doing countdown because I'm reading the card backwards. So I can save the main event for last. Or what it seems like the main event. But anyway, to get to the point, the Usos, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, versus my old pal Ricochet along with Aleister Black, versus The Bar, my favorite tag team. Well, one of my two, depending on that other team's still together. Versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. Well, I got my own questions on my head on which one I think is actually going to win out of this. And you know, the whole Rusev Day was getting over for a bit, but probably dying down, so I believe Shinsuke and Rusev are going to win the tag team belts. I believe Rusev's popularity is fading. WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Well, I'm just going to say Asuka. I really have nobody in mind on this one. WWE Champion Daniel Bryan with that awesome wooden belt, defending it against Kofi Kingston. Well, what I'm going to say is, okay, on WrestleMania, this channel I watched, they pointed out that the contract said March 10th, 2019, instead of April 7th. So, at first I was thinking Daniel Bryan might win, but what if that contract comes into play? So I'm going to say Kofi's going to win this or be close to getting to the pin, only for Vince to come out and mention about the contract saying March the 10th as a swerve on Kofi. So, yeah, I'm going to say Kofi's going to have the upper hand until Vince comes out and swerves Kofi in making that contract invalid because it has March the 10th, which is a date that's already over. It's already past March the 10th, 2019, instead of April the 7th. So I'm going to take my chances and say that's going to be the plan. Alright, the Boss and Hug Connection, Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus the Iconics and Billie Kay and Peyton Royce versus Nia Fats, and yes, I called her Nia Fats intentionally, and Tamina. Well, speaking of Daniel and Kofi, I will have a rant after my predictions. But anyway, to the point of this match, Bayley and Sasha are going to retain. Number 11, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. I'm going to say Drew McIntyre has this one. Intercontinental Champion Bobby Lashley defends against Demon King Finn Balor. I'm going to say Finn Balor's going to win this one. Samoa Joe champion, which champion? United States champion Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. I say Samoa Joe's going to win by Dominic, Rey's son, turning on Rey. Now, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Alright, I have two people in mind, and considering, let's see. Well, it doesn't say how many people are in there, but I'm assuming 20. Well, anyway, that's more than just a 50% prediction, so I'm going to put in a 10% prediction. Well, anyway. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Well, anyway, to get to the point, I don't know my percentage right away. I can't think of my math in my head right now. But anyway, to the point is, I have two people in mind. One is, and this one's more of a wishful thinking, because like I said earlier, the Bar is one of my favorite tag teams, where we got one world champion, one multiple world champion, I might add, and the other is an Andre Giant winner. So my other favorite tag team that I'm questioning if they're still together or not are the Yup Movement, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So on the wishful thinking part, for the fact Kevin Owens is a former Universal Champion, hoping Sami Zayn will win the Battle Royal. So will make his return to win the Battle Royal. Now to my first pick, my original pick to win. If these cats won't distract me too much. EC3 is my main pick to win it. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I will get back to that one, because right now I'm going to make some other prediction that will involve this other match possibly happening before this one. But anyway, Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin is next. Okay, what I got here is, I believe Kurt Angle is going to beat Baron Corbin in less than 5 minutes. And then John Cena's going to come out and challenge Kurt Angle. And what I believe is, alright, if you notice how they showed highlights of Cena making his debut, but they never show you that Kurt won that match. So WWE's trying to make us forget that Kurt won that match. However, I believe Cena is going to break the silence on that, and admitting that Kurt did beat him in his debut match, that he wants one more shot at Kurt Angle, and then he's going to defeat Kurt Angle and be Kurt Angle's final opponent. It seems like everybody's wanting a popular demand, and yes, there is no hype about Cena, but at the same time, Undertaker made a last-minute trolling appearance. WWE trolled us with Undertaker last year is what I'm trying to say. Alright, Triple H and Batista. Alright, what I kind of predict is, in this match, the referee's going to be knocked out. I predict that Ric Flair is going to come out with the referee shirt on and get ready to count Batista, only for Batista to look like he's going to confront Flair. And Triple H ambushes Batista, only for Flair to hit Triple H with a low blow. And then I predict Randy Orton's going to come in and hit Triple H with an RKO, helping Batista get the win. And now, since I got that one off my mind, now back to my predictions for AJ Styles and Randy Orton. For those of you that didn't watch TNA back in 2010, Ric Flair did manage AJ Styles for a bit. Right before AJ Styles started his 4-man faction called Fortune. Technically 5-man, 6-man faction. I don't know where Matt Morgan and Douglas Williams fit in on that. So I kind of predict that Ric Flair is going to have words with AJ for the kind words with AJ before then, only to come out and look like he's going to be in AJ's corner, only to turn on AJ and help Randy Orton beat AJ to win his match. Now, okay, pre-show match, the Cruiserweight division. And Andre the Giant Battle Royal is also pre-show. I'm reading these on Wikipedia because I can't find the card on the main network. But anyway, to the point. Cruiserweight champion Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese. I'm going to say Tony Nese is going to win the championship. Alright. Even though this one's listed as match 2, but I'm being informed it's going to be the main event. Ronda Rousey, the Raw Women's Champion, versus Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, versus Becky Lynch. Alright, I have this crazy prediction in mind. What I predict is, Charlotte is going, instead of going for the figure 8, I predict she's going to go for the figure 4 on Ronda Rousey. And while Ronda Rousey. In the figure 4, I predict Becky Lynch is going to pin. Anyway, I predict Becky Lynch is going to pin Charlotte Flair. While Charlotte has Ronda in the figure 4, ref's going to make the count for Charlotte. In the moment his hand hits 3, Ronda's going to tap out. And for this, the belts are going to rotate with the Raw belt going around Charlotte because she beat the Raw champion, and for the SmackDown belt to go around Becky because Becky beat the Raw champion. I mean the SmackDown champion. So, and then I predict it's going to be all 4 horsewomen being champions as Sasha and Bayley have the tag team belts, while while Charlotte and Becky have the singles belts, and all 4 are going to celebrate together. Alright, main event. Well, I already mentioned the main event, but somewhere near that, Brock Lesnar, the champion, the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Now I can shut this thing off. Alright. Kind of wishful thinking on my part, but who knows, maybe it won't go the other way, but I'm going to say my wishful thinking. Brock Lesnar is going to win and retain his Universal Championship. And he can claim he beat all 3 Shield members at WrestleMania. Alright, to those of you that only tuned in for the predictions, that's all for the predictions. And doing my closing out, but I'm not stopping the video. But if you want to stop the video now, you can just for the predictions. That's all for this episode of Big Lee's Corner. As far as predictions concerned, buy my shirt. I'll try to have a nice day. And you can stop the video now. Alright, now to the rant. This is more about Kofi Kingston. Alright, you got some race-baiting dipshits out there claiming Vince is racist. You know what? Maybe he is. But you're all crying about how no black man, without counting The Rock, y'all make the he's half Samoan excuse as an excuse saying no black man has ever held the main WWE belt. We point out Mark Henry and Booker T being world champions with the big gold belt, but y'all say that belt doesn't matter. We also point out the ECW, their version of the ECW belt, which was held by Bobby Lashley and Ezekiel Jackson, being the last champion of that belt. But here's the thing, y'all want to say those don't count, Vince is racist. Well, Vince is as racist as you say is why the fuck are the New Day the longest reigning tag team champions? Besides the fact they're trying to break Demolition's record. If Vince was really racist, why did he use the New Day to do it? Why not the Usos? Why not the Bar? And then, what's funny is, earlier today, well, yesterday, some dipshit was making an excuse. WWE's been holding Mark Henry back for 11 years. He hasn't held the world belt for 11 years. It took 11 years to put the world belt on him. Oh, so now that belt counts, huh? I thought that belt didn't count. Yeah, well, you want to cry the race card of how it took WWE to take 11 years to put a world belt on Kofi Kingston, as if they do. Zack Ryder has been on the roster a lot longer. Where's his world title? See, some dipshits want to make this white privilege bullshit. Where's Zack Ryder's world belt? Zack Ryder's been on that roster since 2006, maybe 2007. Either way, it's been longer than 12 years. Well, 12 years or longer. Longer than 11 years to get to my point. Or how about Hardcore Holly? Hardcore Holly's been on the WWE roster 14 years, from 1994 to 2008. When has he held a world championship if WWE was all white privilege? See, one thing I get fed up about are dipshits want to cause this white privilege bullshit. Yes, I got privileges. It's not because I'm white, it's because I got parents that care for me. No matter what stupid things I've done, my parents helped me through all that stupid bullshit I've done. I still do stupid things now. And I got privileges because I got parents that care for me, not because the government lets me do them. To be honest, without my parents' help, I would have been in jail a long time ago, guarantee it. I wouldn't be living in a house with 13 cats and with all the stuff I got. But, oh, I got privileges because I'm white. Nope, yeah, I got privileges because my parents care about me. Alright. Oh, yeah, other guys that haven't held the world belt. Yeah, where's Razor Ramon's championship? Razor Ramon was real over with the crowd. Where's his championship? He never held the world championship. What about Mr. Perfect? What about Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man? Where's his world belt? And who else? Roddy Piper. Where's his world title? But no, WWE's a white privilege or racist. What a bunch of fucking dipshits. Oh, another thing is Kevin Owens gets the world title shot in February. Some of you dipshits want to say, what has Kevin Owens done to win? And also calling him a fat ass. Oh, so now you're fat shaming, huh? You want to complain about WWE being racist, but here you are fat shaming Kevin Owens. Well, for starters, Kevin Owens is a former Universal Champion. Did he ever get a title shot since losing that belt to Goldberg? I think not. I mean, maybe he has, but I just think that. But the whole point is Kevin Owens earned that title shot whether you like it or not. What else? I think that was all for the Kofi Kingston bullshit. Well, anyway, I was also going to make a rant about Torrie Wilson being in the Hall of Fame. Alright, everyone's saying Torrie Wilson doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I'll admit, fair enough, she didn't win enough matches and all that bullshit. She's famous for some things that WWE would want you to forget about. However, she's been on that roster for 6 years. That's long enough to earn yourself a Hall of Fame. So, she is a Hall of Famer in my book, whether you like it or not. Not sure, 6 years? Yeah, 6 years. Well, anyway, I swore there was going to be more on the Kofi Kingston rant. But anyway, that's all for this episode of Big Lee's Corner. The whole episode. I'll try to have a nice day. And once again, buy my shirts at teespring.com. And I forgot to mention teespring.com earlier, but you'll get the point. I'll try to have a nice day. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more. And if you hate it, go ahead and hate it.